Alright, so I'm going to try something new today. I'm actually going to record this. Hopefully my voice is getting recorded on this. So this is my second or third ranked game with Mundo. Let's see, bans for this game were all tank bans. So it was Shen, Rammus, Malphite, and I forget who our fourth ban was. But I do know that this was also the week that Shen was free, so he is a major ban for this game. And yeah, basically he was the pick that I would have gone with Shen as one of my characters. One of the biggest problems with this game is the fact that I really wanted Shaco as one of the bans, because obviously he poses a huge problem when dealing with junglers. Shaco's just very, very dangerous in general. So I didn't really want him, but of course I guess the enemy team chose to take him, and you're gonna see him play, and he actually wasn't that good this game. One of the other key things is the fact that team setup wise, our team has a mid cat who goes AFK at a certain point in this game, and it's kind of weird. She kind of just goes AFK all of a sudden, and it becomes 4v5.
30 seconds until minions.
Let's see. Some of the stuff that's going on right now. I'm here. It's gonna be Fiddles and I, and then Corki in Champ Select wanted to solo, which I was kind of hesitant, because obviously I can play a good tank and I can keep a solo lane, but I guess they figured he would be a good option for their solo. I'm actually going to configure this sound because I feel like it's going to be way too loud. Let's turn that down, and let's actually turn down. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put that back, but I'm going to turn the master volume down just a little bit. I'll try that. Okay. So, and I'm not really sure if that's going to turn the volume all the way down for the people that are listening to this, but basically, still by the Toronto to guard him. You can see Swain midding against the Katarina. Kind of a nice combination. I mean, I don't really like Cat for mid because there are a lot more power mids, but she's a good option. So here, I was checking, and I was constantly hitting, so I figured it was a good play. They early ignite me, which I thought was kind of funky. Here's where we see that the Corki kind of gets nailed, and it's really bad, because obviously Corki soloing, he can do it if he's playing passive enough and playing correctly, but obviously this Corki got too aggressive in stepping out when he doesn't really have the moves to really do much without in the early game. He really should just tower hug. And so here we're kind of laying down some nice damage. The Jax on this team really kind of let us get away with murder, just throwing down damage at him constantly, putting him in really bad spots. Both of them would step forward, and we would just throw damage at them constantly. And I think they ran double heals, which was a really weird problem, because they both ran heal ignite, which was kind of a weird setup. So here I go with my W. I would go with my E in normally as my second level skill, and so I felt I was doing something kind of weird. But I decided in this game what would have ended up happening was I figured they'd keep getting close, because Jax has to jump into me, and if I turn my W on, I have CC reduction, so that's usually very, very handy. Here you can see the ping. This is where things get really, really interesting. And let's watch this. So the fear brings him in close with the silence. I catch him with the Q. And then, yeah, textbook. And then, of course, the nice cleave from him. And this is where things kind of go bad. You see that the Trundle has a bit of a bad play there. We start following. He goes invis. I start to block. And I kind of just press him out. I throw a Q out just to see if I could hit him. I probably should have angled that more. I would have killed him. Fortunately, bad toss on mine. And now you can see that the Corki's kind of complaining that he can't handle being at top. And that was pretty much going to happen in any case, because for the most part, Corki against a Tryndamere and a Cho'Gath was just a bad match. Let's see. And here, I found it interesting the fiddles didn't go back. I mean, he was a very good fiddle, so it wasn't too bad. This is Trundle kind of making his way. He's a bit low, level-wise. Considering that Cho'Gath is, I think, level 4 at this stage. So we're